Hey everyone, guess who's back once again? It's me, of course. Casting game 2 of Thinkers versus GRIN Reavers. Uh, First game, a heartbreaking loss for the side of Reavers. They got themselves in the lead, but a couple critical errors and ended up going the other way. Now we have Thinkers again, but this time they're on Dire. And we see the first two opening bands, the Night Stalker and the Treant Protector. What do we get out of the rest of this ban phase? I have to imagine the Mars gets banned. No, Reavers banned the Magnus again. Interesting. Well, we've certainly got a game on our hands. And there's Mars banned from Thinkers. Okay, so they're thinking Reavers is going to first pick it, I assume. That leaves the Snapfire in the pool, who was banned last game. And there it is. As soon as I think of it, as soon as I mention it, they pick it. No surprise there. Snapfire, a very good hero right now. We're going to see what it combos with. I'd love to see a 3-pick Void from Reavers. Strong carry right now. Combos so well with Snapfire. Good in the mid game, good in the late game. Honestly, as great as Sven and Spectre are, I think Void is almost taking their seat right now. And real quick, sorry if this causes a bit of jank. I'm going to update the title so that those who come in late can see who won game 1. And here we go. Witch Doctor seen again, this time for the other side. Still a very good position 5. And there it is, that 3-pick Void. That's such a good duo. And you love to see it. I'll tell you what, I think that's, like I said, just the best pick for them right now. And now it's Thinker's turn to consider what they want in response. And I would say Venomancer. Whenever I see a Faceless Void, I like to get a lane, a hero that can dominate the lane against him, and Veno can do that. But obviously it's a bit strange, and it's not the best mid to late game counter. Could also go for the traditional Snapfire counter in the form of a Nyx Assassin. Or they could just do their own game, you know? That's how it be for a lot of teams. Don't need to counter their picks. Just play your game. And if you can force them to play your game, you'll win. It is Radiant's man. Now, that's not a counter pick, but it is very good against the Snapfire for sure. Just being able to run out of those kisses. Obviously, you can't run out of the Chrono, but Centaur is such a solid pickup. Man, I feel like this hero's never been bad. Maybe I'm misremembering a time, but I remember around TI4 era where he was really good, and every team was picking him. And he just still feels good. He's not an every pick. He's not like an S tier. But he's definitely like an A tier. And Dire now able to ban out the carries himself. They'll actually remove the Lina. I'm not surprised Alina crushed it last game. But that's last game. In this game, they won't have to deal with it. Instead, they'll have to deal with new and inventive forms of cancer.
Radiant's turn to ban.
What will they pick up? They're taking a lot of time on these bans here. Both teams taking quite a while. The Lina ban's very good. I'm honestly not sure about the Drow ban. I feel like you already have enough heroes to counter out this Drow. And it looks like Thinkers are going to take the approach of just banning out the mids. They're not really too worried about the supports or the potential off lane. One thing to consider, this might be a mid snap. You don't know yet, but it could be. And I kind of hope it is. The more I watch mid snap, the more I enjoy watching mid snap. Obviously very flexible, however, Thinkers do have the last pick this game. So Reavers will have to commit before they know the entire enemy lineup. Man, they're really taking their time with these bans, both teams. Thinking it out. Thinkers have almost used up all their reserve time before even the second phase. So things might get dicey for them in the last phases. They'll take out the AA. An okay ban, but not worth wasting that much reserve time on, I feel.
Silencer.
Okay. A good Snapfire counter, obviously. But not necessarily the greatest Void counter. They picked it up with confidence, so obviously this was their plan. They thought of this as a counter. We're just going to have to see how well it plans out. Also, can't counter the Snapfire if you get caught in the chrono. Now it's GRIN Reavers' turn. Gonna take some time considering what they want to pick up, and they'll take the Tusk. I like Tusk as a laner, but honestly, this almost confirms a core snap, unless they're running like a snap 5, which I suppose is possible, but into a Centaur doesn't feel great. So we may well have a mid Snapfire. Alright, time for the carry for Thinkers. Don't pick your mid. Don't pick your 4 if this is a mid silencer. Pick your carry. Please. Please. I beg of you. Oh, thank God. Alright, they picked the Slark. Slark's a bit of a from me. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I just think into a Faceless Void, Snapfire, Tusk, there's a lot that can harass you through that ultimate. And that does definitely concern me. I wonder if maybe the Slark will just get thrashed this game. And there's a Legion commander. Okay. Okay. Tusk Legion, that's a lane. You know, if you were to tell me a lane and you said Tusk Legion, I'm scared. If I'm against it, that is. One thing is Legion doesn't do great with Faceless Void. Doesn't do awful. Tusk and Snap both work great with her, though. The synergy from Reavers right now is really strong, and I'm worried that Thinkers lack something. We'll have to see if they resolve that with their last pick here. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is. There's no great unifying element. They just feel like 4 heroes right now, and they all do good things. But I mean, it's no Tusk Legion. It's no Snap Void. They're lacking this core synergy that holds, that makes you more than the sum of your parts.
5 seconds remain.
But we'll find out shortly, as final bans coming out for both teams. Reavers taking some time to think. I'm maybe worried about an OD if I'm Reavers. I have 3 melee heroes who are not int heroes. Don't have a lot of mana. But OD feels pretty bad right now. But they'll ban it. Alright. Alright. Tell you what, me and Dream, we're in sync with each other. So I'm going to assume this is a 5 snap. And now I'm looking at a mid laner for both teams. I'd like damage into Chrono, but I'd like push. Invoker's banned. He was going to be my first. I like DP. I always kind of like DP. Ever since watching Z Factor last season, I've liked DP. I'd also like maybe a Viper would be good. I feel like it's very hard to kill a Viper this game. Does okay damage into Chrono. Good slow. Trying to think of what else they could run. A Morph. Okay, well, that's one way to run it. That is actually kind of scary. They have nothing really to deal with Morph. They'll have to global silence while he's agi shifting or something, and even then he'll have a Manta pretty quick. And Thinkers rounded out with a Necro. Okay. It doesn't really unify the draft like I was hoping for. But we'll have to see. As this is going to be actually a mid void? Huh? Oh, I see you there saying imagine playing Dota 2. Have I got news for you? I'm not playing Dota 2. These guys are, though, so you've insulted 10 people. Let's see. Overall, though, I have to favor Reavers' draft. Their draft just works so well together. Their draft is just so powerful looking. I think Thinkers is a bit, all over the place. It's one of those things that I've talked about before where, where I see how Reaver's game goes. And I don't see that as much with Thinkers. Like, I don't envision how their game plays out. Outside of, like, the perfect... I mean, obviously, you could 5-man stomp, 5-man maledict into, like, a huge silencer queue and ultimate. But in reality, with these fights, nah. But that's not gonna happen. And I don't see them, I don't have that clear picture of how the fight is going to happen, and that always concerns me. So it is Dream safe lane. It looks like right now Reavers, they're swapping up their lanes a bit. So we're going to have DaddyOdin.Twitch versus Zro.DaddyOdin. Who will be proud? Who will earn the title of Daddy Odin? It's like Highlander. These guys are laning mid against each other. And whoever wins becomes the new Daddy Odin. Put on the, what was the Queen song they used for Highlander? I haven't seen Highlander in years, man. I need to stop talking about it. Man, this top lane's kind of spooky, though. This Witch Doctor is just going to get annihilated if he's not careful. I mean, a 2 armor base hero, and you're going up into a 5 armor hero who slows you and does extra physical. So mid lane, Necro versus Morphling. I think both of these heroes are going to do fine. Ooh, Odin. Some spicy little D-wards happening. Oh, that bongo is not going to connect the way they want. But neither is that tag team, so it evens out. However, it will be a 2 for 2 on the runes. Oh boy. Another bloodless start. I'll tell you what, in all my pubs, there's always first blood for runes, because people dive too deep for them. People look too hard for them. So we actually have a bit of action. Oh, Slark, you gotta be careful, buddy. He doesn't have leap. Instead, electing to take that point in the shift. Will it cost him his life? Oh, they're trying to catch him. They're trying to find him, but he's juking them so perfectly. Legion, one more hit. Oh, no, went for the moment of courage first. If she had pressed the attack, would have gotten that kill. Maybe a bit of a miss skill there, unfortunately, and Growdy will heal up. That was so close to a first blood. And now, actually, Kevin Quiz has to be a bit careful. No Maledict, so not really too much at risk. Real quick with this mid lane, I just want to point out that right now it looks kind of dangerous, and actually, oh boy, kind of a stomp at this stage. But once Daddy Odin gets some levels, gets that phase shift, I imagine he'll be able to pretty much run the game. But with this horrific of a start, perhaps not. Perhaps I need to give Zero more credit. Oh, come on, shift that Agi. Shift that Agi, Odin. I don't think it's going to matter. I think he'll hit full HP either way. But Morph does start off pretty weak, so I'm hoping as Odin gets levels, he will start to come this back. If not, they'll have a real problem. Although I do think Lena's a better mid-game playmaker than the Necro. Really? Another sort of quiet start. They're not going to be able to kill Growdy now because he does have that leap. They'll have to like get in front of him. Ice Shards won't be able to block him off. They're really, yeah, going to have to do something a little bit special as... Oh, they unfortunately missed the pull here. The return build has been coming back on Centaur, which was the old school build. But, ooh, a nice little bash. And actually, they may try and elect to turn this into a kill. The Shotgun Blast doesn't deal full damage, and the silence is there. And actually, Greybush, he's going to have to run away. Might tick down. No, does manage to survive, and Faceless will have to run as well. He's actually given himself a longer duration on that stun. Oh, Greybrush, you're going to take that damage. Keep calling him Greybrush. I know it's Greybush. My brain just thinks that's the right way to say it. I'm sorry. As we're not even going to have time for that. Up top, you're going to go on to Growdy, who doesn't have the leap. A level 1 Maledict, but I don't think you're really going to be able to do much into this, man. The snowball does come in. There's no tag team up for 1 second. The stun's there. Witch Doctor has to be careful. Can't really chase into this, and the courier will not go down. Yeah, and as predicted, Odin's starting to come back in the last. It's 12-3, 15-4. Much better than the level 1. That's just the power of the morph. Probably has... Oh, I was going to say a second Wraith Band, but it's actually a wand coming out to him now. Excuse me. Still pretty good stats. Oh no, I looked away! And I was thinking about where I was going to go next, and I didn't look at the bars. And Legion died. Unfortunate. As level 2 Maledict. It'll kill you. Oh, Odin's got a DD. And Zero has to be careful. Odin actually won't even take the fight. Just decides it's not worth it, but has a significant amount of damage with every right click here. Yeah, I think you maybe do try and elect to get a bit of damage in here. And what is happening? This ranged creep. He's going on an adventure. Oh, he's pulled the range creep. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to be a ping. It's supposed to be me moving. Actually, it might work out. And man, unfortunately, the Snapfire has been hitting these shotgun shots. But, you know, if you don't get that full damage, it's almost not really worth it. As, oh, look at this little play from the Necro. How cheeky. We'll get a bounty rune for his trouble, and that'll be 3 for the side of Thinkers.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now, Daddy Odin has to be a bit careful. No, he'll just strength morph up. And he's actually okay to do some beating as they're trying to make it go onto Centaur once again, but the Silencer's Q, very intimidating. I feel like it's not nearly as strong as people think it is, but it's still quite intimidating. They're actually, maybe, are they going? No, they can't get the right click off onto this, and oh no, the casts are just bouncing. It's a level 3 Maledict. They're going to take a lot of damage for this, and might be enough to pop them as Captain Quiz takes right click after right click. The leap unfortunately misses, and Gravity, you have to be a little bit careful of press the attack, but no, actually, Legion is going the moment of courage build. A bit unorthodox. Meanwhile, down bottom. Ooh, Snapfire just narrowly surviving. And man, this is something that you don't really want to see. Three Dire Heroes topping out the CS. Legion is now taken over. Oh, 0. I don't know if that was worth 3 tower hits. Or maybe it was. Now, really, Odin, I think, should be morphing into this Necro just to heal himself. No, give yourself that power. This will be an Invis rune coming out for 0. I wonder if they'll try and rotate that into a bottom kill, as they're actually dealing really good damage. Oh, another long-range scatter blast. The cookie does come out, but it actually goes too far. One of the dangers of... Oh, no, and meanwhile, I miss everything. Zero manages to get a kill onto... I'm assuming, yeah, that was a Reaper site. They had the Tusk goes down. Cool, boy. What I was going to say, that's the unfortunate thing about the Fire Snap cookie, is if you're right up against someone, that cookie won't connect. You had to, like, cookie the range creep or something there. And now, suddenly, as we look at the net worth, a strong lead for Thinkers in all 3 lanes, which is very spooky. All right, they're going to make it go. Oh, and it's tough, too, because it's hard to get into that melee range with the scatter blast, but, like, you really do lose out on a significant amount of damage. Dream is actually taking quite a few hits. Has to play a little cautiously around this silencer. Graybrush, there's the big damage. Isn't going to matter. Actually, might just get Graybrush killed. There's a cookie. Does stun in onto 2, and the bash is there, but it's not enough to save the Snapfire. Both of their heroes will go down. They will kill the silencer, so no int stolen from the void. But you're probably not pleased with that. And this Slark, he's having a pretty free time for himself right now. Looks like Odin is going for a shotgun build on this Morphling. Ooh, that's the thing, is it feels kind of dangerous playing into this hero. Because you do just sometimes lose a chunk of your HP, just like that. And Scythe is almost back off cooldown. If you're too weak, you'll just go down. See, Void does have Chrono available if he wants to use it. Could maybe look for something here, as the Centaur is in pretty deep. They do have Stampede available, but... Nope. Just going to harass back and forth. Just do some clap back. Legion's having a pretty good start, but needs to get some dual damage on the board relatively quickly if she wants to secure this this mid game and not just become, you know, that kind of position for Legion, you know, that you sometimes get. There's nothing you can do about it, but that's just some Legion games. All of these lanes are playing really passively, which ultimately in the long run I think favors Reaver. But right now, definitely not. Thinkers, they're going to be in a strong position to take this mid game as they're going to secure 3 bounties once again. It looks like they might try and make a go onto Kenny, but can't make a go onto a man when you just get bongoed. And now, oh no, look who's coming in. It's Zro. He wants to hit the R button, but it's on cooldown, so he will not be able to. Legion will survive. Overall, kind of over-rotation, as the Chronosphere was actually used down bottom, so... This is early game, not going the way as Reavers, and oh no. Greybush, you have to survive here, buddy. You only have 2 stick charges. He pops it, but it's not going to matter. The right-click 1 or 2 more... It's just going to be 1 more, and oh, that is a very dead Snapfire. Will it cost him his life, though? If he gets some good bashes here, it might, but oh, it's not. And 10 seconds left. The Tusk is going to try and come in. Does have the snowball range. Will he pick up the Void as well? It looks like he will not. Oh, that shard will block that man off. There's the punch. 1 more right click, but another beautiful stun by Johnny Magic. Don't think it's going to matter as the damage... Oh! Silencer just got a double. I didn't even realize that they still had the curse on them. Alright. Well, that's very good for Thinkers. Unfortunately, Silencer was dead, so I didn't get the int. Oh, and oh no. You gotta run, Greybush, but I don't think it's... Oh, no, it has a salve, so should survive here no matter what. Yeah, has to pop it. Oh! Wait! It popped, and she had 3 health? Oh, alright, hold on. I know that this is unorthodox, but I gotta open up the combat log. Target? What's her name? Snapfire. Yeah, so the Maledict popped, and then did another tick after the pop. Ice Frog, please. Man, this early game so favored for Thinkers right now. And that's kind of scary because they have a mid-game lineup. Gonna real quick, I'm gonna go over this Morphling. You all can watch him farm while I take a drink of water.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger. Radiant have fortified their structures against attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No, apologies about that. Bottom lane, under attack. Licky is very optimistic down here as Void is going to... Has a Chrono available and does actually pop it, but catches the tower in it, so that tower will not be assisting him. And there's the Snapfire ultimate just ended. Oh my goodness. Thinkers! Living up to their namesake, as I doubted how their draft would play out. But apparently, I just wasn't thinking about it hard enough. They do manage to get 1 counter kill here onto the Witch Doctor. But oh no, it does manage to survive. And they'll probably deny the tower here as well. But, look, see? I guess it does do like a damage take as it pops. Yeah, this is feeling very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. They've lost 2 towers, taken 0. And with that, Slark is being forced to be left alone. Has an Echo Saber already on the way. And once again, another beautiful start from Zro. Going into the Travels again. A very favorite item for this man. And I have to tell you, I'm a bit of a Travels fanatic myself.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think it's a very good item. And Zero, we'll see how he puts it to use here. Almost has it. Oh, sorry about that. We see Johnny Magic is now taking the dead lane, as it were. Going to go ahead and farm up. This Blink Dagger has a baby pipe, that Hood of Defiance, but not really feeling at risk of anything. Man, right now Dire is just so spread out. They're just farming so well. Looks like they want to make it go onto Johnny, but this is going to be a hard ask. As Necro's in the area, this is 4 heroes. They do have vision, and they will now see the Tusk, who has no D-ward. Suddenly, this is turning into a bait as they go. There's the ultimate from the Centaur, but they don't actually get a lot of damage into Licky. Licky will manage to purge off that damage. Going to go maybe for a duel under all this Snapfire ultimate, or will they? Meanwhile, up top, they managed to take out the Witch Doctor and the Centaur. The duel should be coming out at any moment now. But Licky has to be careful as he is low. There's the dual pop. Will they be able to kill it in time? Indeed, they will. Licky going to take a lot of damage, though. Probably doomed to drop. Trying to run away from Groudy here. Groudy doesn't have any way to get on top for another 5 seconds. And a nice little juke. There's, in the meantime, a beautiful little stun on the silencer. And I followed the fight, and I missed how the Witch Doctor and the Centaur died, but that is A-okay. Because they got the fight. We saw some kills. We saw the Legion almost die. That was such a risky duel on like 50 HP at the end of it, but they did manage to get that damage. And that shouldn't be a Blink Dagger as well, I do believe. Yep, Courier brings out the Blink Dagger. So no Blade Mail, going for the fast Blink instead. Which I think is alright this game. They do need some initiation. But also a bit risky because they don't really have a great way of... Oh, actually, they have a duel on the Giant Magic. But you have to be careful. This man is tanky and does a lot of damage back. Odin actually almost died to the return damage, but doesn't quite. So no damage, but another big kill. Going to the Morphling, which is what you want, as Morphling is going shotgun build. Will it be enough, though? So, real quick, because I don't know the answer, let's look at Ethereal Blade. 40% more magic damage. Ghost Shroud is 40% more. Do they stack, is the question. Because if they do, this man might be in trouble. But we won't have time to think about that. So that was also, by the way, the Blink reveal for the Legion Commander. So they put a curse onto Odin, and Odin actually forced the Q away. Will take a long arcane curse, but it's not the end of the world. Has that Morbid Mass, so we'll be able to heal right back up. I'm concerned for Radiant that bottom's going unfarmed. Legion's going down there now, but you really need that camp farmed. And man, Thinkers are so good at getting this aggressive vision down on the map. Oh, that was a good ping by, that was the Tusk. Pinging that mid tower, showing that it was under attack, kind of reveals this attempt from Thinkers. You know, they're obviously going to have people there if they're not defending a mid T1. Just a little bit surprised we didn't see a bit more of a push. Now, if they could catch Groudy here with the Blink duel from Legion, that would be incredible. Legion is up on the sideline, does have the Blink, does have the duel, actually manages to get it off as well, and they're going to get the kill. Now the Chrono has to come out, I think, if they want to defend. Legion will manage to survive for a moment. It does have a Purge up, so we'll be able to purge that off, but I think it's doomed to die anyways. I'm not even going to chase it, as that Legion is just a dead man. What a huge Chronosphere. I don't know if it's really going to matter, though, as the tower's still pulling away. Will they be able to take out the Witch Doctor? Indeed, they will. But suddenly, now it's the Void in all the enemies, and he's not going to be able to get out. Zero gets out on 1 HP. Morph wants it, gets the damage, gets the kill, but maybe has to pay with his life. Doesn't have any Morph left to Morph for, does he? Looks like he does, and there's the Haster, the Purge from the Legion, who didn't die? How? The last I saw, Legion was on 10 HP with the Skull slowly waddling after him. I don't know how Licky managed to live there, but a good fight for Radiant. Unfortunate that they lost the Void, but they got the high-value kill. And that's what's most important. And they didn't lose Odin or Legion. But that is one of the problems when you use that Snapfire ultimate in order to secure a duel. You don't have it for the Chrono, and if they had a Snapfire ultimate for that Chrono, those kisses would have been very painful. Legion, though, is getting good damage for himself. Licky. Up to 20 now. If my old friend who plays Legion was here, he would tell me that that's a horrific amount of damage to have right now. But for this game, I think it's okay. And the question is, can they catch out Kenny? They do have vision of him. The answer is no. Witch Doctor walks away. Dream farming away, getting that MKB second item. I think that's good. Gonna need to offer damage himself. Can't just rely on his team. At least not this game. Thinkers get 3 bounties once again. Oh, but do they catch out the Slark down bottom? They're gonna try to, but this is a hard man to catch. And the team is there to assist if need be. Just purge that curse off yourself. Come on, Licky. You don't want it. And actually, Dire. Rotating down. They find Captain Quiz. They actually have to be a bit careful as they have an Atos on the silencer, and that is a very, very dead Legion. They don't even drop the Scythe. They thought about it, but decided it wasn't worth it, and the TP out. Morphul escape. Captain Quiz. Just drop the ice shards behind you in 3 seconds, and you'll be just fine. But won't even be necessary, it looks like. Void is in the area. Never mind, that's not Void. Snapfire is in the area. But, they're not going to be able to get a whole lot out of this. Tower does fall. Dream does acquire it. Almost has that MKB. I think he's probably telling his team, hey, guys, listen. Just hold on. I'll get my MKB, and then we can fight. We don't have to fight now. We have plenty of time. Oh, but they want to take out Captain Quiz. Doesn't get the snowball off in time. Does have access to it. May just pop it. No, instead decides just to go deeper. And a big stun, but oh, suddenly it's a little bit risky going in like that. They did get good damage. But now Legion is looking to go. Does have the ultimate available, but nope, decides it's a bit too dangerous. Probably the right decision. Blinking blind there, as actually it might not matter as they are trying to find these poor Radiant heroes. Oh, Legion does manage to get the blink out. Excellently timed. And now they have the Morphling, who is coming down, and they could look for something. There's no blink available, and they don't know that there's no team behind Johnny Magic, so they will not go. But suddenly Void's down here too. They've smoked up. The server died for a second. I was terrified my internet went out, but it did not. And if they can find something here, it would be very big. They do see Slark. Oh, they have vision of him too. Are they going to be able to catch him? They will with the duel, and suddenly they're doing a lot of damage, and they're going to get the kill. Also, the Snapfire ultimate was used. Global Silence dropped as well. Johnny Magic trying to get a kill, but it's only onto a poor Centaur, or a poor Tusk. So that's not going to matter. And they're going to take out the Silencer as well. A big 3 kills. A good fight for GRIN Reavers. And that was more damage for Legion. Level 2 duel. Puts it up to 40. Or wait, no. Yes. Oh, it's 10, 20, 30 now. It's not like the weird odd numbers. Okay. It's nice to know. Top lane being pushed in by the Necrophos, doing his best to take it out, but I don't think he's really going to get too much damage into it. Bottom tower will fall, and they're feeling strong. They're continuing. They still have Chronosphere, so actually no reason why they shouldn't feel powerful at the moment. They have Chronosphere with an MKB. I think, you know what? I was a little bit confused, but there's no ultimates. Is Dream just going to pop a Chrono right on top of them? Giant Magic does get a stun onto the Void, but Void shouldn't be too afraid here unless Odin gets caught out. But there's the Chronosphere, and actually, oh, a nice root will prevent Dream from getting any damage down. They do manage to get a duel, and that is a very dead Witch Doctor, but the ultimate comes out onto the Morphling, will pop him. Now it's just Licky, forced to run away, try to survive, but I don't think it's going to happen. A nice snowball, still not going to be enough. Licky is going to fall. They lose 2, an excellent Atos by the Silencer. You know what? I was confused when he got it, but this man, Yuki, has just been crushing it with that Rod of Atos. And suddenly, a fight that went well for Reavers, the exact same, like, trade-off almost, goes back the way of Thinkers. And the difference is Thinkers, I think they will secure this tier 2. As there's no Chrono when they come back up. There will be Duel. And there will be Snapfire Ultimate. But I don't know if that's enough. And this Silencer, honestly, from the back lines carrying his team, his globals have been great. His Atos has been amazing. This was like a support Silencer, right? Because this doesn't look like a support Silencer. 25-minute tier 2. Not a bad timing. Unfortunate. You know, you always know that you're winning the game real hard when you get it by 20 minutes, and you can get that outpost at 20 minutes, but just a few minutes behind that timer. And Void, going for a BKB, absolutely the correct decision. After the last fight, he knows, this man knows, magic immunity will save him. And honestly, once Radiant have magic immunity, a lot of the potency of Thinkers starts to drop off. You lose that Necro damage, you lose the Silencer abilities, you lose the stuns from both Centaur and Witch Doctor. Yeah. No, but they are making it go onto the Faceless Void here. They do actually manage to catch him with a net. The W is not going to save you there. He does have a Q. Does heal him a bit, but that Spirit Vessel makes it hard to actually secure the kill. They do get the Ice Shards. But that's a very dead man. They are, however, I think going to trade it out with the Necrophos. That might be worth it. No, he does fall. I thought he was going to survive for a second. Never mind. It's not worth it if you lose the Morphling. And they're still going for more. Snapfire in a lot of trouble, as well as the Tusk. Legion is here. Does manage to get a good purge. No one else is dying just yet, but oh, Snapfire, you're in a bit deep there. The heal may be able to save you if it comes out in time. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Heal! But that's going to be another tier 2 coming out for the side of Thinkers. As they turn what looked like a bad fight into a great fight. Chronosphere will be up when they come back up, but Thinkers are hard pressing this advantage. Surely they don't keep going, though. Nope, they back up. Now's the time to look for Roche or something similar. Probably not Roche this fight, maybe mid T2. But, have to be a bit careful. And man, unfortunately, the Snapfire and the Void have just been kind of out of sync this game. You know, Snapfire ults and then Void Chronos, or Void Chronos and then Snapfire ults. They haven't gotten the really strong combo off yet. But look at this Void. He's going in on the backlines. He knows that Centaur is not the target. Centaur is merely the distraction. And Legion is willing to start that distraction as they've managed to find it. They actually drop a Chrono just for the Silencer. And that'll be a dead man, sure, but is it going to be worth it? The Stampede comes out. The rest of the team is running away, and I don't think they're really going to catch them. Is it worth the ultimate for a Silencer? I don't know that it, strictly speaking, is. You love to see it. That's clean Dota.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And now, tier 3 will fall. Will the racks fall as well? The Chronos back up. The Kisses, they're back up as well. There's a lot that could be coming out in this next fight. They will get a good route onto Odin, but Odin is pretty tanky, or is he? Does manage to actually get that strength morph off, so yes, he is. They'll take a lane. They'll back up. They'll probably pivot to another lane of racks. And this Slark, you know, despite his strong start, I think we're seeing why we don't see a ton of Slarks right now. The hero just very vulnerable this game. Oh, Void, is he going to bait? Oh, Void's going to bait. Oh, but they have to know. They see how little damage it's doing. They know that that's not a faceless Void, but they do actually get good vision, and I think they've smoked up. Indeed they have. If they catch a Chronosphere here onto a key hero, it would be very important. And look at that duel instantly onto the Slark. They're dealing a lot of damage. However, the duel I don't think is going to go off because of that Chronosphere. The silence is there, but it's not anywhere near in time, as maybe they'll get some damage into a Tusk, but it's really not going to matter. Actually, suddenly Dream in a lot of trouble. Actually, never mind. He just presses Q, and he's back up to full HP to stop the stun from the Cookie. The Morphling does a lot of damage. They'll take out the Witch Doctor. And, yeah, that's a very dead silencer. That's 5 heroes dead. I think you just go for Throne. I think that's probably game. Reavers, with 2 excellent fights, just took the game, it looks like. Now, their push is a bit slow, although they do have that little shredder to reduce the armor. And look at how fast it's falling. Yeah, 30 seconds. You're not going to get back up in time. Your only hope is for Witch Doctor to buy back, but you're not even going to get to. As Thinker, we'll just call it GG. So a 1-1 trade-off for the start of the season. Both games real fun to watch. I was a big fan of it. I hope you guys were as well. Series MVPs. I'm going to give one to both teams since it was 1-1. I'm going to say Licky for Reavers. His game 1 was absolutely huge. So was his game 2. And for... Ooh, this is a tough one. You know what? I gotta give it to Zero, I think. Zero just played so well in the mid lane. Did a great job. I wish that they had put him on something other than Necro. I don't think Necro's a bad hero. I think Zero just did so well that if he was on another hero, like a Storm, which I think did get banned, admittedly, but like something like that, a Void Spirit, something similar, he would have, he could have crushed that mid game, and maybe turned around the second game. But either way, both games were very fun. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, I may stream the postcasts. We'll just have to wait and see what works out. Either way, I'll let you all know on Twitter. You can follow me there, twitter.com/Matcast, if you're interested. Or, you know, just send me a message, or however you want to find out. But for now, I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.